Well, Roots and Wings was started in 2016 to honor teachers
Okay.
and in public schools and public elementary schools. Those teachers in Title I schools that hardly ever get any recognition and who work hard every day, coming home, having to do other things in addition to the family that they have. At the end of that first year, when we finished honoring these teachers in the 6 elementary schools in Delray Beach, one of the principals said to us, "Help my kids read."
Uh-huh.
Now, coming from an environment where every child knew how to read, I said, well, you're going to have to help me understand what this is, what the problems are. And I had no idea. They don't maybe speak English at home. The parents, there may only be one. They don't have a bed to sleep in. They don't have enough food in many cases. They have to choose between lights and food. So all of these factors enter into why a child might not be the most successful child at school. So I said, help me understand how I can be of help, how we can be an assist as a community to help you do your job better. She said, hire our teachers who know the students after school to teach after school. That sounded simple. Put them in classes of 10 or less, and then get out of the way.
Yes.
Let us teach our kids what they need to know.
Right.
So that was the formula, kind of the sweet sauce for success. We started in one school with 30 children, 30 third grade children. At the end of the year, they were, even though they were in the bottom 25% of their class, they were reading on par with the rest of the students and being graduated into 4th grade. Okay, so that's where we started.
Right.
And then from there, we went to second school and a third and fourth school. And now we're in 15 schools. We're the largest program in Palm Beach County with a free program after school. We're teaching 1,149 kids in 15 schools. Learn how to read. They're the bottom 25% of the class. So if you stop to think for a second, how many of kids in the bottom of a class ever got an award they could take home to their parents, right? You have to build confidence in those children. They don't wake up in the morning saying, God, I'm glad I'm not doing well in school. But once they get the confidence, once they have that ability to think, yes, I can, they can do wonderful things. So that's where the program started. That's the reason it started. We hire a literacy coordinator in every school. We hire teachers to teach it still in small classes of 10. We pay the teachers what the school district tells us to. We pay their benefits package, and we tell those teachers, here's your literacy coordinator. You develop the lesson plans that you know those kids need, which is the sweet sauce for success. There are a million reasons why a child can't read.
Right.
Part of it might be that their parents can't read. Part of it is that they have dyslexia. Part of it is any number. There's a million reasons, right? But whatever they are, we have to get to the bottom of the situation to find out what it is. So anybody that's working with education, especially at the earliest levels, where we need to inspire children, but we need to find out where their issues are in order to solve the problem. And that's where, whenever somebody says, I got an idea, I got a situation where I need something, well, that's when we say, we're all in. We're going to be there. We're going to support your situation. And that's why I'm here today. Well, we've talked any number of times. As a matter of fact, I gave her some ideas when she first came to me as to how to develop the program, because it's hard to get into public schools. We're lucky enough that we have an MOU, a memorandum of understanding from them. It took us years. We just had it the last 3 years. This is our 3rd year with one. And we get the information on those students. So we know what their iReady score is. We know what their FAST score is. We know their age. We know their sex. We know whether they're ESOL or not. But in order to get that information, you have to be a trusted vendor, a trusted person, right? That trust happens over a period of time. So when she said, well, I'm going to think about it, I said, well, it's not going to be as easy as you think it is. Nothing in life is ever easy that's worth doing, right? So I tried to inspire her too, because anybody that's got a passion for children and for succeeding for children is on my team, our team. She's got the same spark that I think I do. I mean, we both exude enthusiasm for life, for children, and for success.
Yes.
We know that success is not easy. Determination and desire are so important in a child, but sometimes other things get in the way. And so for her and for me, we just have to figure those things out the best way we can. We know that there are children that need eyeglasses, as an example, right? But we got to get that all figured out. So the most important thing for all of us is to take this job of education seriously and say it's our future, because the problems occur when it doesn't happen. So here's the issues. At the end of third grade, if you don't read correctly, if you're not proficient in reading, two-thirds, 74% of those children will not graduate from high school. That's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. At the end of fourth grade, it's even worse, because remember, the math problem is no longer 3 times 4. It's Sally drives her car twice as fast as Tom. It becomes a word problem, right? So if you can't read, you can't do you can do the multiplication, but you can't read because it's 22, TWENTY hyphen TWO, right? So if you can't read, if you're not proficient in reading by the end of fourth grade, two-thirds of those children end up either in prison or on welfare. They build prisons based on those statistics. And here's one about prison itself. If you go into prisons and you talk about the numbers and the statistics with them, 60% of the people in prison cannot read above a fourth grade level. 60%. So we are inviting non-success in life if we don't give people the opportunity to succeed. And that's what she's doing, that's what we're doing, and that's why I'm here today.